Welcome, collectors. Continuing on with Hobby Palooza 2024. Up next for this hour, we have got Showcase Showdown with Mike, baseball collector, and Chris from Missouri. Then they have reserved their season finale extra special episode of Mickey Mantle for Hobby Palooza here. So that is something to stick around and check out. But in the meantime, let's think about what this is all about here for Hobby Palooza, and that is raising money for a very good cause that is Signatures for Soldiers. I've got a little video here which explains how you can support us with this event to donate to that very excellent charity.
The official charity of Hobby Palooza 2024 is Signatures for Soldiers. Since 2014, it has been their mission to help serve those who served our nation when it called on them and who now need our help. They work in cooperation with other charitable organizations to assist veterans with disabilities, homeless veterans, and existing members of the armed forces and their families who need extra support. Their efforts have been documented in Forbes and Beckett magazines. They will be operating a booth at the National, which is their biggest fundraising event of the year, as it includes a charity auction with the support of Heritage Auction House. For more information, visit signaturesforsoldiers.com. To donate to Signatures for Soldiers for our Hobby Palooza event, please use PayPal Goods and Services to send your money. Last year, Mike's PayPal account was frozen by too many people using friends and family. I will happily donate the PayPal P myself to make your donation whole. Send it to jecoffma@yahoo.com. That was jecoffma@yahoo.com. For every $10 donated, you will have an entry to one of the pieces of artwork created by Scott of Reindeer Studios or Eric Forleaf that they will be making live on their Hobby Palooza show. Additionally, collectors have 50 exclusive quad auto channel cards available to the first 50 people who donate and request one. In the notes section with your PayPal payment, at a minimum, please include your YouTube handle. If you want to get one of the autographed channel cards, also include your mailing address. Every dollar collected will be presented by check to Signatures for Soldiers at the National in Cleveland. Thank you for supporting this worthy cause.
Yo and hello everybody, Mike here, baseball collector. That's Chris. This is Showcase Showdown, special episode for Hobby Palooza 2024. We're happy to be a part of this. Obviously, I'm happy that Hobby Palooza is continuing. I knew it was going to happen at a time when I was out of the country, so there was no way I could run it. And John and the other guys over at Fort Collectors were great to step up and take over. Chris, as my dad used to say, I'm about to whoop you so bad that this is going to hurt me more than it hurts you.
Well, I'm going to tell you, like my dad used to say, don't get in a fight unless you're guaranteeing that you can win. And I'm going to face the bully today, and I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be real fun.
Dude, we have been saving Mickey Mantle for something special. It's kind of happenstance. It didn't come up on the wheel. I mean, that's what the wheel is for. We don't control the wheel. And the fact that we have the opportunity to do Mantle right now is going to be fantastic. I see Orlando, a collector's dream, in the chat. He is a huge Mantle guy as well. For those that don't watch the show, Chris, tell them what Showcase Showdown's all about.
Okay. Now, this time I cannot say pause this video. Do not pause this video. But if you can, run and get all your mantles out and put them in order of the newest mantle, which is a 1969, all the way down to 1951. Now, what we do here in Showcase Showdown is it's just a challenge. My cards against Mike's cards, and you get 5 points for having the cards, and then you get an additional point for the grade on the card. For instance, if I have a Mickey Mantle and a 5, and I get 5 points for the card, 5 extra points, I get 10 total points. When we get about halfway through this, I hope that I'm ahead, and then Mike's going to update the point-wise. And then at the end, if you guys can help make sure that Mike does not cheat, he's going to tally it up at the end after we count the rookie card as double. And those of you that follow Mike's Baseball Collectors channel, you know what he has there at the end, and it's going to be a lot for me to overcome. But guys, I say this all the time. This is truly going to be my favorite hour of the week. So this is going to be fun doing Mickey Mantle.
And it really is an hour this week.
That's right.
I want to tell you guys about something else. Those are the rules. I'll give you a couple. I'm going to tell you about something while you're pulling out your Mantle cards. But this video is sponsored by our normal Showcase Showdown sponsor, and that's the Penny Sleever. And you can go right now while you're watching us, pull up another tab, go to thepennysleever.com, and for the next 4 hours, you're going to have an opportunity to use a special discount code to get 15% off of your order. John, go ahead and throw up Mr. Penny Sleever. It's in honor of what we're doing today. It'll be kind of funny if John can pull that up. But you can get 15% flash sale right now for the next 4 hours, starting now until 9 o'clock Eastern. The promo code you'll use is Mantle. So there's Mr. Penny Sleever right there. They had this little thing done up by a guy. It looks like the 52 Topps Mantle, but it's Mr. Penny Sleever. So go to thepennysleever.com. There is a link, hopefully down below in the description of this video, of this live stream. You know, while you're listening to us, you can tab back and forth, go shop for some supplies. We all need them. We all need to have them, and they'll take a great job for you. They'll do a great job for you. And John, it's thepennysleever.com. Just so you know, we'll fix that in the chat for you guys. And yeah, Chris, Mickey Mantle to me, and I'd love to hear your opinion, is the GOAT of the hobby. Period, paragraph. And honestly, there's nobody even close.
I agree totally. When I first started collecting cards, I was a vintage collector. And he has been the main man in the hobby since his first card came out. I mean, he was probably the most touted rookie card coming into the league. He was the best player on the best team during that time. And so he started out running when it came to the card collecting world.
Yeah. To me, he's always been this icon because I'm about a generation removed from being Mantle guy. My parents would have been Mantle. My mom was a Mantle fan, you know, for example. But if you're a card collector and you say you don't want to own any Mickey Mantle cards, you're a liar. And I get that people don't like. I get it if you don't necessarily like it, but you gotta own Mantle cards in your collection. And it's always been a goal of mine to try to fill out my run of Mantles. That was one of the first runs I tried to do. I never missed the opportunity to pick up a Mantle card when I had the chance to. And I'm excited to do this showdown. So let's go into showdown mode. We can get into showdown mode. We will start showing some cards. There we are, showdown mode. We are going to start, John. You're the visitor because, by the way, this is the end of season one. This will be the season finale of season one. I am the season one champion, as you can see there. There is no way Chris can beat me unless we counted this as like 10 or 15 shows. But we're going to move on to season two. We'll explain at the end of this what we're going to do for season two. Chris and I. Oh, I forgot about something else cool. Take us back out of showdown mode real quick, John. We'll go back into showdown mode in just a second. We are giving something away on this live stream. How's it going to work, Chris?
Well, John's going to keep track of it because he's not too tired yet to make any mistakes. But we're going to have two giveaways, Mike. If people donate their $10, they get a chance to be in this and the big pot. But
during
if they donate,
live stream, right? They got to donate during this live stream.
During this live stream, they got to donate. And since it is Mantle, this is going to be one of the cards, which is there you go, Mantle's Blast. We're going to donate this card, and then 61 Topps card number 406. And then since I'm Chris from Missouri, I can't go without having a donation of how about a Stan Musial and a 62.
So both those cards are available. If you donate $10 during this live stream to the PayPal you see scrolling across your screen below, 4 signatures for soldiers, we are going to draw from that, and 2 winners are going to each receive one of those cards. So that's pretty awesome of you, Chris, to do that. I've already given my donation for signatures for soldiers, so you're lucky because I would have probably won. But yeah, now we can go into showdown mode and show some mantle cards. You're the visitor, Chris. You get to start with 69 tops.
Okay. Go ahead.
I forgot to tell her. I keep interrupting you, Chris. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
It's normal, right?
But
we are also doing all of Mantle's all-star cards from top. So this is a basic. We use the basic PSA run, which would include all of Mantle's Bowman and Topps cards, base cards. Plus, we're adding, since we have a whole hour to kill, we're going to do the all-star cards, which are 58 through 62.
So I'm going to start out protesting this right away now. And the reason is you called me earlier and you said, we just said, do you have the all-star cards? Do you have the all-star cards? I think we ought to keep that on a different ledger just in case I do have a chance. Just in case. No?
Nope. I'm glad that this show is normally hosted on my channel and not yours. Otherwise, everything would be tilted in your favor. No, the Dandy and Red Heart are not eligible. Those are not part. We're going to show a lot of Mantle cards. Okay,
I just need somebody out there to help me kind of keep track of the base cards.
There's the
only just so maybe I have a chance here. Okay.
All right. 69.
Okay, 69. I have this one. My high grade is in a 4.
Well, so I have a 4, but I have the name in white in a 4. So that's actually 8 points. Oh, you have the name in white also. Nice. So tied there. Okay, that's a push.
That's a push. I got to get out to a lead, or these all-star cards
coming at the end. You know what's coming at the end.
I know what's coming at the end. That's why these all-star cards have now thrown me for a loop. I'm getting nervous here.
All right, 68 tops. This card, 68 tops, was the first Mantle I ever owned. This actual card that I'm about to show you, it's a childhood card of mine, similar to a lot of yours, Chris, as we go through Showcase Showdowns. And it's one I'm never going to upgrade. I'm just going to keep this one because I bought it when I was a kid. I've probably told this story a bunch, but I'll tell it again. There was a guy that had down the street. He had literally a trash bag full of 67, 68, 69 tops. And I begged my mom for some money to go down there and buy some cards. And she may have given me $20, And so I go down to the guy's house, knock on the door, and he brings out this trash bag. He says, hey, and nothing sleeved. They're all just raw in this giant trash bag, no joke. And he says, go through and you can pick 3 or 4 cards and for your $20. Okay, great. So I picked this Mantle. I got a 69 tops Hank Aaron. I got a 66 tops Pete Rose, and I should have gotten a Seaver, a Ryan. I didn't get, what I should have gotten, but I got this. This was my first Mantle, 3.5 in the 68. I'm shocked it came back at 3.5, rolling around in a trash bag.
I have one in a 6.
Oh snap! Here he goes.
So I want to take a moment and breathe that in. And can you give us a report on the score right now at this point? I just want to know at this point.
It's 21 to 17.5. Congratulations.
Okay.
I want to show a couple other 68s if that's okay, Chris.
Sure.
One of my favorite combo cards of all time is the 68 Top Superstars. You got Willie Mays, rest in peace, Killebrew, and Mantle. You have the same card. Yeah, it's just a great card, isn't it?
It is a wonderful card. A lot of home runs in that picture.
And then I have the 68 Topps Game right there. Absolutely great card. Yeah, these are cheap. So people ask me all the time, how can I get some cheap Mantles? And the answer is, all-star cards, combo cards, league leaders. There's a lot of ways to get Mantle into your collection, but so
here's
right.
a 68 American Oil.
Dude, that is so cool.
And then I forgot to show this one, but this is a decal, a 69.
Yep.
Decal card.
So you guys, I see some guys in the chat throwing in their grades as they're doing this. That's awesome. Keep doing that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We have almost 100 people watching. Call your friends. Get them in here. Everybody hit that like button while you're here. Go ahead. We've only got 3 likes. That seems silly with that many people. Yeah. I better see that like button just go lit up.
Yeah.
Lit up.
And somebody call Vince and Adam because they're big Mantle collectors. But I'm going to take a little bit more of a lead here, Mike.
Oh, are you?
I have a 7.
All right. I've got a 3 in the 67. Dang it.
I got to get up there though.
Dude, you're building it. If you build it. All right, 66. Very benign card for Mantle, but I have that in a 3.5.
I have it in a 4.
Oh, he's bringing the heat. Yes, as Blix Cards is saying, bringing the heat.
Okay, Mookie, you keep him honest out there.
My legs are shaking a little now.
Well, it's going to unshake here in a little bit.
All right, you're up on 65.
Okay, 65. I have a 3.
Okay, you get a couple points back. I got a 5.
I'm going to show this card here, Mike.
Yeah, love that one.
World Series card.
How about this one? This ugliest set I think Topps ever created, and that's the Topps embossed. That is so but ugly. It's so ugly we both have one.
That's right.
That is, to me, man, if I see a cool Mantle card, Chris, it's hard for me to resist buying it.
I totally understand. And before I got on YouTube, I actually practiced a video, and I should try to air it out. But I got out all my Mantle cards and put them out on a table, sort of like you did, and with duplicates and stuff. I was so proud of those because I was almost up to 100 different Mantle cards. I have since traded some of those in for other cards, but anyway. So we're at 64 right now. Well, before I want to show this one because I believe this was in 65, but I'm not sure. And this is
exhibits.
This is exhibits cards. Really like those.
All right. 64 is where we're at. This is my highest grade base Mantle. It's a 7.
I have a 6.
Dude, I thought I was going to get a lot of points on this one. What are you doing to me, man?
Well, I don't know. I just you got me all worried and shook up here, So 64. You got any more 64s you want to show?
No, he's got a combo card, Ale Bombers, that I don't have. I mean, I have it. I just don't have it.
Do you have that one?
It's on the way. I've got it coming for PSA right now. It'll be here Wednesday. So
okay, stand up.
And I'm going to have a PSA 4 also. That's an $800 card. Did you know that in a 4?
Not for me. It's not. It was probably a couple $100 card. So yeah.
It was even cheaper for me because I'm already well ahead on the Grail collection. So
yeah, sure.
I think Isaac is in here. Isaac from the Penny Sleever. Don't forget, while you're watching this, go and check out the pennysleever.com. 15% flash sale discount right now for anything that you buy. Use the promo code MANTLE. All right.
So the Penny Sleever that's in here commenting, Mike, is this our man?
It is our man.
Well, he's been supporting some of these channels today. And yesterday he's been commenting on stuff. So it's glad to see somebody that supports a few of us, with sponsoring, also supports the hobby itself. So that's great.
Well, John's making a great point. If Isaac wants to throw something into the donation pot for Signatures for Soldiers, that would be great. But all right, 63. Is that me?
It is you.
All right. I have a 3.
Give me a point back. I have a 4.
Did you just buy all these cards like recently? What are you
Well,
doing?
so you and I, you have made me the collector that I don't want to be. I love doing this, but I told you when they told us that they would like us to do Mickey Mantle, that thing ends up costing me a little bit more money, and I'm not going to have all these cards by the time National gets here. But here we go. So
right.
63. This is
62.
Yeah, but I want to show this one, Mike. Multiplayer card.
Palmer's best. Yeah. Bobby Richardson, my mom's favorite Yankee.
And then here's a Mickey Mantle post serial.
Nice.
So 62. One of my best mantles. I have a 6.
I have a 5. This card would not get a 5 today if it was regraded by PSA. I'll tell you that. Got some chipping. Hey, since we just showed 62, why don't you tell them about the giveaway again, since a lot more people are in here right now.
Okay, so if you donate $10 to this hour to our project, not only do you get entered in that project, but you get entered in a chance to either win this 61 Mantles Blast or a 62 Stan Musial. Good looking card. Both of them are good looking cards. So you got a ton of 62s to show, Mike?
We do. Well, we're going to do the All-Star card because that's going to count. And I've got it in a 4.
So do I.
Okay. Miscut.
Dang it. I'm hoping you didn't see that.
Dude, come on, cheater.
Okay, I'll straighten up a miscut. You got a couple more you want to show?
I do, of course. The Manager's Dream, one of the greatest cards, just period. Mantle and Mays, 2 greats of their day. I actually forgot I had this. I pulled it right before the 62 post in an authentic. And yours turn yours over. Is it the same on the back? I got the ad back.
I do too.
Okay.
And then let me see what else. I have this one with the no ad back.
Okay. That's off the actual box. The other one was in a Life magazine or something, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, you're up on 61.
Well, let me finish the run on here, 62 stuff.
Oh, sorry.
That's a nice card there. Maris on there with him.
Very highly desired leaders card because of what Maris did the year before, Right.
And then I've always liked this card. The switch hitter connects.
Yeah.
So we're at 61 now, right?
Yep.
I have a 6.
Gosh darn it. I have a 5.
Okay, are we halfway through yet, or
no? We got a couple more.
I guess we have a couple more since you added those all-star cards. Yeah, that's it.
61 all-star. Then let's just do that. How about a 5? Oh, bummer! You're gonna get 0.
No. Let me see.
I love this design of all. I love the breaking newspaper.
I have a 4.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
You had like an 8. And you just picked up the 4 just to be nice to me. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, because that's all what I'm here for. And then, so that was an all-star. So you're not.
We can throw that one up there. Yeah.
Okay. And this, well, I've already showed this. This is not the giveaway. This is the one I have. And then now what are we on now? You got me so confused here.
Well, I was going to show the 61 post. And then 1960 tops. I have a 4.5.
I have a 5.
Dang it.
Now you throw these all-star cards out of here, I'd be doing pretty good right now.
You would.
Mookie's keeping track of it for me, though.
Okay,
No,
all right.
All right, so it's my turn on 59.
No, we got 60 All-Star, man. 60 All-Star. Hold on. Before you show that card, I know this is going to weird. You need to just talk amongst yourselves. You talk for a minute about Mickey Mantle. I'll be right back.
So what he's doing right now, if you don't know this, he's a card-making machine in his room. And so he is now making either an all-star at a 7 pace or whatever. But there's – I believe that's what he's doing. Now, I really don't have any proof. But since we're showing 60 cards, I'm going to show this one why he's gone. This is a Mantle Boyer. So he's probably not paying attention to this. So make sure on all your comments that you're showing him that you're rooting for me and, that kind of stuff. But is there anybody out there any other player that has more additional cards than say Mickey Mantle? They really put him heavy into the leader cards and then the extra all-star cards, and he really has some beautiful, beautiful cards. So
now,
did you get it?
Whatever BS you were slinging while I was gone, I don't believe that. Tell him not to believe it. I don't believe it. Where are we at? 60 All-Star?
60 All-Star.
Everybody's type 1 if you're rooting for Mike, 2 if you're rooting for Chris. Come on.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
There's a lot of ones. Yeah. Okay. You want me to go first on the 60 All-Star?
It depends how fast I need to show this. So
I have a 6.
I have a 4.
Okay. Don't you love that design, though? Like, seriously?
Yeah, I do. That is pretty neat. It's one I didn't appreciate for the longest time because, no stats on the back, even though you like the stories and stuff. But, yeah, the great design. And that set is pretty sharp.
There's a lot of 2s coming in there. A lot of 2s for you.
Those guys are the ones that kill puppies on the way to school and on their way to work.
All right. 59 tops.
This going to hurt.
Not as much as you think, probably.
I have a 2.
Okay. I have a 2.5.
It didn't hurt a ton.
That one's not cheap, period.
Right.
That's not a cheap card. This is one of my favorites, the 59 Topps All-Star. Just a great card. Love the design. I have that in a 6.
Oh, now see, that's why we ought to take these all-star cards out. I have mine in a 2.5.
That's a shame.
Oh,
that's a shame. I'm so bummed for you on that one. Now we need to do before we get too deep into the 50s, let's do a score update.
Show that one.
Right now, I have 142. And Chris, you have 141.5. It is a half a point right now that I am ahead.
Oh. Okay.
You can cry in your beer. It's all good.
Okay. Let me see how much. Yeah. Okay. I'm not giving up yet.
Okay.
Even though I know what you have, I'm not giving up yet. And
okay.
And I tell you what, these guys are going to protest along with me, so they're rooting for me.
All right. 58 tops. Probably a card that's kind of grown on me over time. But I got that in a 3.5.
Okay. I thought I was going to lose a lot, but I got this in the 3.
Okay.
Okay. I think I'm getting ready to make a little bit of a run on you.
Okay.
So this is a tough card. Well, let's show some 58 stuff. How about that? It's a great card.
Oh, yeah. I think I pulled that one. What about the All-Star? We still got to do the All-Star.
Oh, with this all-star junk. My gosh.
It's the last one. Stop your bitching.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I would have gone to the couple card shows and picked up these all-stars. I see. Okay. I got it. I got a 2.
I have a 5.
Okay. I need somebody to help me here.
Oh, that's so funny.
Okay. The
If
50.
this comes down to the All-Star cards, that's pretty good. That I just called you this morning about it.
I wish I wouldn't have answered the damn phone. So 57.
Okay.
One of my best cards. I have a 6.
Yeah, it's a good card. It's twice as good as my 3. All right. He's coming back, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We can't show 57, without showing the Yankees power hitters. Mantle and Berra, of course. Great card there. 56. One of the classic cards in the hobby. 56 tops Mantle, the great smile, everything. Mine is in a 2.
Give me some points back. Give me some points back. I want you to look at this one. Mine's in a 6.
Wow.
And let me tell you, this is not a cheap card.
No, it's not.
And it's not a cheap card.
All right. 55 Bowman.
Is it me or you?
You.
I have a 5.
Gosh. I have a 3.
I'm getting some back on you. It's really close right now.
You know, it's funny. My Mantle collection has grown over the years, and you had a 5, right? Okay.
Yes.
I bought the Mantles when I had less money to spend on cards. So I was trying to buy as cheap a grade as I could. And I simply, would buy what I can. I mean, this card, the flip on this is so old. It was around when dinosaurs roamed the earth. And, that's what I could afford back when I was kind of building this Mantle run. And I know you're the same way most of the time, unless it's for Showcase Showdown, but I don't I got money. If I want to spend money, I'm not going to spend it on a 55 Bowman Mantle. I already have one. I'm going to buy a card I don't have. And so.
Well, so I'm going to go ahead and share the story because you're correct. Because, if you're a vintage collector, that's one of the things that you get asked every once in a while is do you have any Mantles? Because people, even people that don't collect cards, tend to ask that kind of question. And so this Showcase Showdown, we have enjoyed having the cards. 100%. I mean, when somebody calls me and kind of makes fun or something, I say, well, I have the card. I'm pretty excited. But for this being our finale, we had actually had a card show in St. Louis and a card show in Kansas City at the time. And I purchased a couple cards in Kansas City that they're not going to be in my collection because I'm going to keep my lower grade. But I did it just for this, just to have a little bit of fun. But just having my first Mantle card, and every time I picked up a Mantle, I remember picking up the 52 Bowman Mantle and how excited I was, and having the 56 in my collection, and you said your first graded card was a 68, right? Yeah. I mean, you still remember that to this Absolutely. Day. And I would imagine people that have Mantles that are commenting can tell you where their Mantle came from and show it off with pride. So that's Mantle for you.
All right, 54 Bowman. Another card that's grown on me over the years. I've owned it forever. Again, an old slab, but a PSA 3.
I have a PSA 3.
Okay, no blood on that one.
No blood.
All right.
The
3 Bowman color.
I want to show the Dan D.
Nice. That looks fake, but
I
whatever.
think it is fake.
Oh,
It is fake. So I'm not
I
trying
really did. I was like, that looks fake.
Well, I'm not trying to fool anybody here, but I've had this card for the longest time. And, and when I got them out and looked at them closer as I got older and stuff, I realized that the backs aren't supposed to look like this. And so that is why it's not sent off. No, I'm not trying to fool anybody here. It's just wanted to show its likeness. So the 53 Bowman, right? You want to do Bowman?
Yep, Bowman color.
Oh, but okay. I have a 2.
Okay. I have a 3. A couple of years ago, this was kind of my I wanted this Bowman color because it was the last card I needed for the Bowman color Hall of Fame run. And it's funny how you and I do. We've talked about this on the show, but for those that don't watch, we've gotten to the same place, Chris and I, in our collections, going about it very differently. I was buying runs of years, happened to be getting all the players. Chris was focusing more on the player side of it, but we end up kind of with all the same cards. And so what'd you have on the 53 Bowman cut? Let me see that again. I don't want you to lie to me. So
I have a 3.
Okay, that's right. We tied. All right. Do you have the old Bauer Mantle Barra?
I do. I want to go back one card, though, if you don't mind.
Sure.
It's one of my favorite cards. I have the Red Heart Mantle.
That's a bucket list card for me right now.
Yeah, I tell you, it's just beautiful, just beautiful. And I got the Red Heart set, and I just, I don't want to break it up. I don't want to sell it because of this right here. So the 53 Topps.
Yep.
I know you picked up one, but I've had this one for a long time. I have a 4.
Oh, mine's better centered than yours. That's the only thing I can say about it, but it's a 1.5. But I'm thrilled to own it. That was a huge pickup for me. A couple years, I think it was Atlantic City. I picked that one up.
Okay, so you want to update the score for us a little bit, just to see if I have any chance at all.
Sure.
But
you are at 213.5. I'm at 206. You're winning by 7.5 points.
This is going to be crazy.
It's going to be close. All right.
No, not you take those 1 cards out. We're going to be close, but the 52 Bowman, I have a 3.
I also have a 3. Well, we are at the 52 Topps right now, which is now will be a good time to debate that. Do you have any other 53s to show? If you don't, that's fine. I wanted to talk a minute about.
Did we show that one 53?
I don't know.
The Mantle Yogi and
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. The thing about the 52 Topps card is it's not Mantle's rookie. Anybody that says that is just flat wrong. It's his first Topps card. Yes, that's it. That's not his rookie though, and it bugs me to no end when people call the 52 Topps Mantle's rookie. It just bothers me so bad. But it's one of those cards that I've never been able to afford. I was hoping that I could make its debut today. And I'm going to show my 52 Tops mantle because I got one, Chris, just for this occasion. And if you believe that, I wouldn't be sitting in this house because Julie would have kicked me out had I done that. No, I don't have one. It's going to be the last card I ultimately pick up for the 4 decade set. I'm 88 cards away, 86 cards away, something like that. But yeah, you're getting a Chris. Pull out the 52. This is from Rick, Vintage Oddball. Pull out the 52 and just do a mic drop.
Okay, well, I'm going to do it for Rick. Now, here's the trouble with this card. Okay, I have this 52 Tops. Okay, but I just haven't sent it off to be graded yet to let me know if it's real. And so right now, I mean, that's a 52 Tops right there. And I'm unsure if it's real or not. But so let me tell you a quick story. Because I bet you have one of those that you could find somewhere too.
I do.
Okay. I actually do have a 52 Tops. Now, me and about 7 other people have it. The percentage, and it's in a PSA 2. And it's one of those things that sounded like a great idea at the time to buy a certain percent of one. And, you know, me having that 52 Tops is probably worth about as much as having a card marked or something, because I'll never own it outright.
Right.
Somebody will buy me out, but you know, somewhere in my collecting desk drawer, I have a share of a 1952 Tops mantle. So anyway, just
so that's 0 for both of us. Neither one of us really have the card.
You didn't buy that story?
No, not even a minute. I believe that you have the share of the mantle. Okay, you're up 6.5 points.
So I think me having a share of that mantle is worth 3.5 points.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if that matters here in a second.
And also, I have mine, and I just have the card. I have it graded, but it's graded authentic altered.
Okay. So it's awesome that you have it. Sadly for you, it's only worth 5 points because you have it. There's no grade on it. Yeah. John, just make this full screen, buddy. It deserves it. PSA 5, Mickey Mantle rookie. Bought in January 2020. Most I've ever paid for a card by a lot. And it's done well. And it's funny, Chris, I still don't think that the 51 Bowman mantle has as much appreciation in the hobby as it probably should, given his standing in the hobby. It's often overlooked. It's overshadowed by the 52 Tops, and just
I totally agree, and I think it's just like you said earlier. There's a lot of people that bought the 52 Tops mantle and went after the 52 Tops mantle because they did not know it, they did not know it wasn't the rookie. People would say to the uneducated that the 52 Tops was the rookie card. And then with the story about it being so rare that it was in the 3rd series, and, they ended up having to pitch a bunch of unopened stuff in the Hudson River, that led to the mystique. And I guarantee you it got overshadowed for a bunch of different reasons like that. Plus being the first Tops, the first Tops baseball card set other than the red backs and the blue backs. I believe the 51 has gotten overshadowed by it.
Yeah. Maybe that'll change. Maybe it won't, but so that's it for this show. I'm going to give you the scores, Chris. Are you ready?
Okay.
And I've done it both ways. I've done it with All-Stars, and then because of your whining, I've done it without All-Stars. So with All-Stars, I won 234 to 226.5. Without All-Stars, you won 187 to 183.
Huh. Okay. What? Now this has been a great ending to this Showcase Showdown. Um, we let's try to name off some of the stuff that we've done doing this.
Yeah.
And so we don't have to name them all, but we've done the likes of Willie Mays and Sandy Koufax and Hank Aaron and
Jackie Robinson and Stan Musial and
Ernie Banks and Al Kaline and just on and on and on. And this gives us a chance to get those cards out and look at them all over again. And it gives people. I would like to see other people do this, something similar to this. It's not stealing. Heck, I was a college professor at one time, and if you copy off of one person, that's plagiarism. You copy off of three or more, that's research. And I would love to see guys. I'd love to see Orlando and Rick and whoever go head to head on some cards, and it just be able to show us some cards that way. And I think this is a kind of our season ending show, but I remember when you called me and, hey, you got an idea, I have an idea and tell me what you think about it. And I was driving and I was like, man, that sounds like it's my idea. And so I was upset that you came up with that idea before I came up with that idea. But it's been a super good time for me. Super good time.
Well, let me tell you guys a couple things. Number one, again, if you're just joining us, you can go back and watch the episode later to see the whole run of Mantle cards. Each of us have all the cards minus the 52 tops. But I will tell you also to go check out thepennysleever.com. Isaac is here in the chat. He is a sponsor of Showcase Showdown. They are doing 15% off right now, flash sale. Go check out if you need some supplies. They have all kinds of great stuff at great prices. And if you're still here, A, hit the like button. B, if you haven't done so already over this weekend, which has been amazing, make sure you send a PayPal Goods and Services PayPal payment donation, I should say, to John. The email address for PayPal is scrolling down below. Now, for Showcase Showdown, what's the future of Showcase Showdown? We mentioned at the beginning, this is the season finale of season one. If you call it season one, Chris, that means there needs to be a season two. And there is absolutely going to be a season two. John and I are going to take a couple of months off from Showcase Showdown. And then we are going to, Chris and I are going to take a couple months off from Showcase Showdown. And we're going to come back late summer, early fall. We're going to have a whole new list of players. We're going to carry over all the guys that haven't been picked so far in the wheel of names. And then we'll add in a whole bunch of other slew of players. And what's going to be great, I think, Chris, about season two is we're going to start getting into the players that maybe not everybody tracks in the hobby, that aren't as hobby relevant, but it'll give us a chance to highlight and showcase those players in a way that maybe somebody goes, man, I really like that card or that player. I learned something new and I want to go collect that guy. And if we can do that for one person, I think it's worth it. What do you think, Chris?
Oh, I think that's great. And if anybody has any ideas, feel free to comment on an older video or message one of us about either a player or things to do a Showcase Showdown on. But since we got 2 more minutes, I want to add this. This doesn't have to be donated in this hour, but since Willie Mays has passed away, I have this. It's marked card, but I'm going to have John add this to one of the giveaways later on for the next video or next 2 videos. And we're doing this for signatures for soldiers. So having this much fun doing this kind of stuff, man, I hope we get to do this next year. If we can do this for signatures for soldiers, I want to do it for a long time. This is great. And I really, how much I love you, man. And I really appreciate you giving me an opportunity to do this with you and to get my cards out so I can look at them again before I share them with everybody else. And it's been just a great time for me.
All right, guys, we are at $4,975. Somebody give $25. Let us get to that $5,000 mark. Yeah, that would be just amazing. John, you want to come back on here and we'll give everybody 1 more minute to make your donation to be eligible for one of the drawing cards. And John, do you know how have you figured out how you're going to give away these cards?
Well, I was actually going to do it during the wrap-up show. I'll build a whole bunch of different Wheel of Names. We've got other shows that did something similar. So I'll have all that, building the spreadsheet.
That sounds great.
Next hour, Sammy's going to be working the studio, so I'll have time to get all the Wheel of Names ready to go. And that last hour with Theo, Sammy, and I will wrap-up show. We'll be giving away all the prizes. So
that is awesome. So make sure you guys are tuning in for that. Chris, season 1 was a blast. It was more fun because I won. But dude, I just love showing, like you said, man, it's just about showing cards and having a good time with your friends. You and I obviously are very good friends. And so when people, why are you so mean to Chris? I'm like, believe me, he can take it and he dishes it back out just as bad. So don't you worry.
That's correct. That's correct.
But we have a great time together. And John, thanks for doing everything you're doing for Hobby Palooza, for Signatures for Soldiers. And it's been a great weekend. Thank you.
Oh, it's been my honor to be the caretaker for not only this event, but doing it for this great charity. So,
all right. I guess that's it for us. We'll let you guys, if you need to go pee or something or whatever, knock yourself out and get on. Next up is going to be Greg and Darren, 2 of my favorite guys in the hobby. They're going to be going live. And so make sure you just flip off of this one, go right back to the 4 Collectors channel and go sit for a couple of minutes, grab a snack, something like that. Get ready for Darren and Greg. We'll see you guys later. Keep collecting.
Thanks, guys.